And we're back here on Civic Center Wrestling here on Prism with our first of our many championship. I lost track of how many championship matches. Anyway, this is our first of many championship matches coming up on the program. Here, our first of our Starrcade Revenge matches, and return bout here for the National Tag Team belts as Ole and Arn Anderson, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, will take on the Florida United States Tag Team Champions, Billy Jack Haynes and Wahoo McDaniel. They had such a great match at Starrcade 85. We wanted to bring it here on this show here in the Civic Center to showcase for you. Also, we will see the National Singles title on the line with the new champion Buddy Landell without James J. Dillon at ringside to take on Terry Taylor. Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard in a no disqualification match for the U.S. Heavyweight title. That's still to come. Rock and roll in the midnight for the World Tag Team Championship as you see Billy Jack and Wahoo making their way to the ring. U.S. Tag Team titles are not on the line on this. However, they are the current U.S. Tag Team Champions based out of Florida. AWA World Heavyweight title on the line as the new champion Stan Hansen once again will defend against the former champion Rick Martel. Of course, Hansen won the title last night. As we know, historically, he won the title on December the 29th, 1985. So that will now be Martel chasing that title that he just lost last night. As we await the arrival of the National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, who of recent days has formed quite the new faction with their cousin, as has been billed, Ric Flair, the world champion, and Tully Blanchard. They have been that man on your right, Arn Anderson, has already coined the phrase the Four Horsemen, as they've been called. And now we have Ole and Arn Anderson of that group, the Four Horsemen, on their way to the ring. Arn Anderson, of course, will be in that tournament for the NWA World Television title coming up not too far from now, January the 4th, 1986, in Greensboro. Wahoo McDaniel also entered in that tournament. Tully Blanchard in that tournament. It will be an 8-man tournament to decide the vacant title that was removed by the NWA from Dusty Rhodes. And yes, I have that t-shirt. I took that picture. I put it on Ole's shirt. I'm happy about that. So we are ready for our first championship match. Waiting for the graphic to pop up. There we go. It's not WWE, but who's counting? All right. This match, one fall, 30-minute time limit for the National Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers. With a combined weight of 587 pounds, first from Oklahoma, Chief Wahoo McDaniel. His team partner from Portland, Oregon, 277 pounds, Billy Jack Haynes. They are the current United States Tag Team Champions. And their opponents, the National Tag Team Champions from the state of Minnesota, with a combined wrestling weight of 527 pounds, Ole Anderson and Arn Anderson, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. One fall, 30-minute time limit for the National Tag Team Championship. Well, here we go. Referee is calling for the bell, and we are underway. Ironically enough, the same guys who started the match in Greensboro at in Atlanta at Starrcade start this one, as Arn Anderson breaks out the famed Anderson wrestling boots for this one. Collar elbow tie up again, power and power here. You got Billy Jack Haynes, you talk about power. This guy is a powerhouse personified. Nice headlock takeover by Billy Jack on Arn Anderson. National Tag Team belts on the line here. U.S. Tag Team titles not on the line. Swing elbow there by Double A. Arn, of course, the southpaw. He's got that lethal left hand. Nice drop toe hold by Arn Anderson. And he rakes his nails across the back of Billy Jack Haynes. Nice drop kick by the big man from Portland, Oregon, Billy Jack Haynes. Drags Arn to his corner. Thought maybe he's going to tag Wahoo there, and he does. The veteran from Lawton, Oklahoma. Chief Wahoo McDaniels, a legitimate legend in the wrestling business. Former United States heavyweight champion, former multiple-time Mid-Atlantic and World Tag Team champion. The only belt this man has never held is the NWA World Heavyweight title. And I'm sure that Ric Flair, among the many challengers that he has, is looking over his shoulder and wondering when this man is going to be coming after him again. Wahoo now goes to the corner, second turnbuckle on the inside. And Ole! What in the world? Well, that was interesting. Guess anything can happen on Civic Center Wrestling. Ole grabbed a hold and looked like he raked him across the eyes, and then he looked like he walked the top rope there for a second. But in any event, the tag is made, the Anderson switch, and here comes Ole. Ooh! Elbow to the head of Ole. Swinging neck breaker by Wahoo. And Ole got out of that one. You talk about two tough guys, you got it right here. And a counter jams the shoulder along with the face down into the canvas. Does Ole Anderson on Chief Wahoo McDaniel. And of course, the Andersons, holding true to form, always pick out that one body part and render it inactive. Usually it's the arm. And you will see frequent tags by the Andersons, there's no doubt about that. From the days of Ole and Gene and now Ole and Arn. And a reversal. The Chief with those open hand chops, lethal, onto the chest of Arn Anderson. Arn in trouble here is now Wahoo down for the pin. Got out of that one quickly. And now it is the Chief going to work on the arm and shoulder of Arn Anderson, which we typically see the Andersons doing that. Watch out for Ole. Oh, oops. Hit the wrong button. Wahoo dragging Arn. Might go for the pinfall. Yes, he does. And Ole in there quickly to break up that pin. And Ole throws the Chief out of the ring. Obviously, unlike old school rules, the over-the-top rope rule is not in effect here. In which case, if held true to form in that rule. Oh, there's the tag, and in comes Billy Jack Haynes. And Arn is still down. A Boston Crab? Wow, never seen Billy Jack use that move before. Well, that's a first. That was a first. Arn Anderson needs a tag. He's been waylaid by Billy Jack and Wahoo. And he got out of the way that time, and a running clothesline from the left side by Double A. Arn with the Irish whip in. And rubs that elbow right across the face of Billy Jack Haynes at forearm. That'll give you a negative attitude. And now it is the Andersons back in the driver's seat as now Billy Jack trapped in that Anderson corner as Ole's tagged back in. And you can better believe that once the Andersons get you, I was going to say on their side of the ring, but now they're on the Wahoo Billy Jack side of the ring. They're usually going to keep you on their side of the ring. And generally they're going to, again, work on that one body part. Again, usually it's the arm. And now does Billy Jack look like with a trapezius nerve hold there on that trapezius muscle. Billy Jack Haynes, of course, very big in the state of Florida. Both these guys of recent times have been in the state of Florida, sort of tearing it up down there. We know that the new Florida Tag Team Champions are the Fabulous Ones. I'm sure that these two teams with Billy Jack and Wahoo and the Fabs will meet sometime soon. That's inevitable. Down in the My partner Neil ET87's territory, the Florida territory. And the Andersons with a trademark Anderson move, that double back whip into the corner. And now Arn controlling the head and controlling the body here. That chin lock, not so sure he might have some hair there. Stomp right to the gut. And now that's definitely against rules. Handful of face there as he rakes away at the eyes. And Billy Jack with a counter. I'll tell you, this big man is a horse. Arn Anderson is not a small man, but Billy Jack, compared to Arn, is humongous. Ooh! Big power body slam. Billy Jack now heading out of the ring, and Arn's getting out of the ring. Oh! Billy Jack nails Arn. Ole out there with him now, and he goes to the knee. Does Ole. Arn's still down. Well, Ole did his damage. Tell you what, the Andersons are smart to try to keep Billy Jack outside the ring, because if he does, the Andersons will walk out with the national tag team belts. Well, Arn comes back out. I guess he wants to inflict more damage. And Billy Jack right into the post. And now Arn Anderson looked like Billy Jack was going to try to crawl his way over the corner, but Arn countered with some face to mat scrubbing and nails him. And now Billy Jack back in the Andersons' corner. Once again, Ole Anderson. And now is Ole with a counter and a DDT on Billy Jack. And Ole stops again Billy Jack from making the tag by driving that elbow right to the back. Ole now hooks the head, picks him up, high vertical suplex. And the tag has been made. I don't know whether Wahoo got him or not, but he got him that time. Wahoo McDaniel now with the tag. He's in there. And Ole counters with a reverse DDT this time. Action fast and furious here on Civic Center Wrestling here on Prism, exclusively on the Bilskie CCW YouTube network. Glad to have you with us. Ooh. Oh, Arn nails him. Tell you what, the Chief is as tough as nails. And he is absolutely going to town with those open hand chops. And Wahoo drops that leg across the chest of Ole Anderson. Oh, there's the double chop by the Chief. This could be it. Arn coming in now. Chief down for the pin. Oh, Arn went downstairs, went right for the leg. And now Ole and the Chief are down. Referee, I don't know why he's not counting here, but I guess he's trying to see if somebody will get to their feet, and they're both coming up. Oh, Arn nails him. Fireman's carry takeover. And Wahoo now goes over, tags Billy Jack Haynes back in. Go cough that. Sorry, I'm talking to my son. He's sick. And an elbow. Irish whip to the ropes. Boom! Nails him with it. Big elbow right to the jaw of Billy Jack, but he must have a jaw of steel because he got right up and took Ole right off his feet. Oh, Wahoo fights back. And a belly-to-belly suplex, well executed by Wahoo. Stomp to the back of the head. Tell you what, Billy Jack and Wahoo, they want those national tag team belts. We know that, oh, picks him up. And down with a gut buster. We know that Ole and Arn Anderson escaped, and I do say escaped, by the skin of their teeth against the Fabs with their national tag team belts in Tampa not too long ago. And now it is the Andersons back in the driver's seat. Because now they are now double teaming on Chief Wahoo McDaniel. No. A reversal, a side Russian leg sweep by Chief Wahoo McDaniel. And now it is Ole raking the face of Wahoo on that top rope. Front face lock. Back heel trip. Like some amateur moves there by Billy Jack Haynes. Back toss. Big man from Portland, Oregon. Billy Jack nails Arn in the top of the head with like a chop. I guess he's been taking lessons from the Chief. Got him up. Might we see a running power slam here? Yes, we do. This might be it here. Of course, we know that Billy Jack's coup de grace maneuver is the full Nelson slam. Whoa, full Nelson, but it is Arn with a reverse DDT. Anderson now. Drop toe hold. Oh, what the heck? Arn Anderson just reached into his tights. He looked like he had something on his left hand. We know he's got a lethal left hand, but he clearly reached into his trunks for something. He hooks the leg. Oh, Billy Jack kicked out. Unbelievable. I guess not only does he have a jaw of steel, he's got a head of steel too. I don't know what Arn had in his hand, but there was clearly something there. Second turnbuckle on the inside. And Arn drops the right hand into the forehead of Billy Jack Haynes. Irish whip over. Uh-oh. Reversal. Sunset flip over the top. Could be it. No. Ole's in to break up the pin. And that's why they are so tough. The Andersons are so tough to beat. And now it is Arn who counters again with a reverse DDT. And again there's that forearm. I was like, what? Again he reached into the tights, and again he nailed Billy Jack right between the eyes with something that he took out of his trunks. No, please don't count this pinfall. No, Billy Jack kicked out. What a match we are seeing here. I don't know how Billy Jack isn't on Dream Street, but once again is the Andersons now going to work on their opponents, and a backbreaker well executed by Ole Anderson. And Ole, nope, looked like he was maybe going for another backbreaker, body slam, something. Nope, countered and drops Billy Jack face first. Tell you what, it has been counter after counter after counter by both teams. Ole, he's stalking his man here. He's stalking Billy Jack. He is picking him up. What strength by Ole Anderson with a shoulder breaker. That's one of his patented maneuvers. Oh! Arn pulled down the rope. And Arn is now officially the legal man in the ring. Oh, he looks like he's going out to maybe wink, wink, help Billy Jack back in the ring. Billy Jack in a bad way here. And once again, Arn Anderson rings his nails across the back. No, Billy Jack put on the brakes, but Arn nails him with a clothesline. Arn now hooks the head, picks him up, and yes, it is the Gourd Buster. Oh, Wahoo in, broke up the pin. I didn't even mean to rhyme that. Oh, Arn nails him, just for good measure. Here comes Ole. Oh, Billy Jack fights back. Once again, reversed. And a drop kick by Ole Anderson. Mark that one down in your book. I don't think I've ever seen Ole Anderson execute a drop kick, at least not in this modern era. Oh! Ole went for a clothesline, but Billy Jack dumped him right out of the ring. This one's breaking down into sort of a street fight environment now. The rule book is kind of getting thrown out the window here. Referee's counting. And again, if the challengers get counted out of the ring. Oh, he's going for the arm. This might be a submission right here. It is a submission. Oh, Billy Jack taps out. You're winners. Ole and Arn Anderson will retain those national tag team belts. Wow. Tell you, once Ole Anderson gets that armbar put on you, it's usually curtains, and even with the well-developed arm of Billy Jack Haynes, I guess it was too much for him, as he clearly tapped out there. And we thought it might be over there with that double chop by the Chief. Was not to be. What a slugfest this was. And there was another one. We thought it was over here on Ole. Also was not to be, but it was the submission. Just the way the Andersons like it. The submission and the victory for the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Ole and Arn Anderson. They will retain those national tag team championship belts here on Civic Center Wrestling. Coming up, another title match. Nature Boy Buddy Landell will defend the national title against Terry Taylor. That will be coming up next here on Civic Center Wrestling. And we will be back right after this timeout.